Have you ever felt like your mind just won't stop? Thoughts racing, your heart beating faster, your chest feeling heavy, as if the world is moving too fast and you can't catch up. Maybe it's pressure from work, money worries, or simply the endless stream of notifications on your phone. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Millions of people around the world live in a constant state of stress and anxiety. But here is the truth. Stress and anxiety do not have to control your life. In fact, with the right understanding and the right tools, you can take back control, calm your mind, and live with more peace and clarity than you thought possible. That's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So let's start with understanding what stress and anxiety really are. Stress is your body's natural alarm system. It's what you feel when life demands more than what you think you can give. Imagine you have a big deadline at work and the pressure feels crushing. That's stress. Anxiety is a little different. It's not always about what's happening right now, but about what might happen. It's the worry that won't leave your mind, the constant what-if scenarios. What if I fail? What if things go wrong? Stress lives in the present. Anxiety lives in the future, but both create chaos in the body and the mind. And here's something important. Your body doesn't know the difference. To your brain, stress and anxiety both mean danger, so it reacts with the same fight or flight response. Your heart races, your muscles tighten, and your breathing gets shallow. Over time, this can damage your health, your relationships, and your ability to focus. But here is the good news. If the body reacts so strongly to stress, it also means that by calming the body, you can calm the mind. One of the simplest yet most powerful tools is your breath. Most of us underestimate breathing because we do it without thinking. But conscious breathing is like a switch that can move your nervous system from panic to calm. Let's try something simple. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold for 4 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 to 8 seconds. Repeat this a few times and notice how your body begins to relax. This isn't magic. It's science. Your breath controls your nervous system, and your nervous system controls your state of mind. And it doesn't stop there. Movement is another tool you already have. Think about how you feel after a long, stressful day compared to after a workout, or even a simple walk outside. Exercise doesn't just train your body, it cleanses your mind. It releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters, and lowers stress hormones like cortisol. You don't need to run a marathon. Even 10 minutes of stretching or walking can change how you feel. Imagine building this into your daily life. A short walk during lunch, a bit of stretching in the morning, or even dancing to your favorite song at home. Small actions add up. Now let's talk about mindset. This is one of the most underrated aspects of stress. The way you think about stress changes how it affects you. If you see stress as an enemy, something to fear, it will feel heavier and harder to control. But if you see stress as a signal, as your body's way of giving you extra energy to face a challenge, suddenly it looks different. Athletes know this. Before a big competition, they feel stress, but they call it excitement. You can reframe it the same way. Instead of saying, "I'm so stressed," try saying, "My body is giving me energy to focus." This shift won't make your problems disappear, but it will change how much power they have over you. Finally, let's look at daily practices that create long-term calm. Meditation is one of the most effective tools, and you don't need to be a monk to practice it. Just 5 to 10 minutes of sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, and letting thoughts pass without judgment can train your brain to stop living in the future and return to the present. Journaling is another powerful tool. When thoughts spin in your head, they grow bigger. But when you write them down, you take them out of your mind and onto paper. It's like transferring a heavy backpack from your shoulders onto the ground. Gratitude is yet another daily practice. Write down 3 things you are grateful for each day. This simple act shifts your attention from what's wrong to what's right, and that shift alone can lower anxiety and build emotional resilience. Now let's go even deeper. Stress and anxiety don't just come from inside us. They're often triggered by the world around us. Technology is one of the biggest culprits. Think about how many times you check your phone each day. Every ping, every vibration, every red notification bubble is a small stressor. Your brain is wired to respond instantly, but that constant reaction keeps you in a state of alert. One way to reduce this is by setting boundaries with technology. Turn off non-essential notifications. Set specific times to check your messages, and most importantly, give yourself screen-free time before bed. Imagine ending your day with calm instead of endless scrolling. That single change can transform your sleep and lower your anxiety. Speaking of environment, your physical space matters more than you think. A cluttered room often leads to a cluttered mind. Studies show that people who live in organized, clean spaces report lower stress levels. This doesn't mean your home has to look like a magazine cover, but creating a calm corner, a place with minimal distractions where you can breathe, read, or meditate can give your mind a place to recharge. Let's also talk about the power of social support. Humans are not built to face everything alone. Sharing your feelings with someone you trust can cut your anxiety in half. Think about the last time you were really stressed. Did talking to a friend, a family member, or even a mentor make things feel lighter? That's because connection releases oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which counters stress. But be mindful of who you surround yourself with. Spend more time with people who uplift you, who inspire calm, and less with those who drain your energy. And remember, if your anxiety feels too heavy, seeking professional help is not weakness, it's strength. Therapy, counseling, or even group support can give you tools you might never find on your own. Now let's look at lifestyle choices. Sleep is one of the most underestimated solutions for stress. When you don't sleep enough, your body stays in survival mode and your brain becomes more reactive. This means even small problems can feel overwhelming. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep. Create a bedtime routine. Dim the lights, avoid screens, maybe drink a calming tea. Nutrition also plays a key role. Too much caffeine or sugar can fuel anxiety, while balanced meals stabilize your mood. Even hydration is crucial. Dehydration makes you irritable and tired, 2 perfect fuels for stress. Small changes in sleep, food, and hydration can make a huge difference in your mental state. And here's the long-term vision: resilience. Reducing stress is not just about solving today's problems. It's about preparing yourself for tomorrow's challenges. Resilience means bouncing back faster, not letting life's difficulties break you. One way to build resilience is perspective. Ask yourself, will this matter in 1 year? Often the answer is no. Realizing this helps you let go of unnecessary worries. Another key is acceptance. Life is unpredictable. You can't control everything, but you can control your actions, your response, and your mindset. The Stoic philosophers taught this centuries ago. Focus only on what you can control and release the rest. Imagine how much lighter your life would feel if you stopped fighting battles you can't win. So let's close with this. Stress and anxiety may be part of modern life, but they don't have to define your life. You have tools. You have power. From your breath to your thoughts, from your routines to your relationships, you can design a life of greater calm, clarity, and confidence. Start small. Choose one practice today, whether it's mindful breathing, journaling, or reaching out to a friend, and stick to it. Over time, you'll notice the difference. Remember, peace of mind is not something you wait for. It's something you create, and you can start creating it right now.